Hi, my name is Gervais, Chief Economist at Farm Credit Canada, with a brief commentary on the decision of the Bank of Canada today, April 10, to leave its policy interest rate unchanged. Now, not a big surprise with regards to today's decision. Now we're turning our attention to the June or July decision. Going into the meeting today, financial markets assigned a probability of a 75% chance of a rate cut as early as June. We think that we might have to wait until July or the second half of 2024 to see that first rate cut for the Bank of Canada. Now, yes, inflationary pressures are coming down. There are credible signs that inflation is coming down. But if you look at the labor market, wage pressures are still quite significant. Yes, the labor market's weakening a little bit, but those wage pressures are going to fuel a little bit of the consumer spending going forward. In fact, if you look at the projections that were released today by the Bank of Canada, they revised upward their projection for economic growth based off, stronger than expected consumer spending, as well as exports doing well. Exports recently surprised on the upside. So because of all of these reasons, we think that the bank might prefer to wait a little bit more into this early second half of 2024. Now, one other thing to monitor that is really interesting is what is going on south of the border. The inflation numbers for March were released in the US today, and they are actually showing that inflationary pressures in the US are accelerating. So it gives a little bit of reason to believe that the Federal Reserve might want to wait a little bit more than what is expected or what was expected before today in terms of trying to implement a rate cut. So this is important to monitor because we know that looking at the monetary policy in the US versus the monetary policy in Canada, that has a big influence on some relevant economic variables for the agri-food supply chain, such as the exchange rate. So for more information, I encourage you to go to our website at fcc.ca/economics.